your mom. Now tell me about that.
Yeah, I think the pressure she was getting or receiving from her dad was too much for her.
Mm-hmm.
And she was also caught in between trying to protect her daughter, but at the same time not trying to displease her dad, because again, that culture thingy. And my mom used to respect her dad, ile unaona like imepita kidogo. Like I wasn't to that level, but for her she was like my dad.
Because in the African culture that respect is mandatory.
Yes. So for her she was like hako nataka kukosea baba yake, but at the same time mimi niko hapo, she knows I can't go to my husband's house. There's no way I could have gone to my dad's place. So I didn't have anywhere else to go except her place. But still, that trying to balance everything out ikamshinda in a way.
Honestly, that must have been uncomfortable for her.
For her, yeah. For her.
Wow.
I'm sure it was. Yeah.
Then what happened eventually, Sasa?
After 4 months, I left.
4 months?
Yeah, I stayed there for 4 months.
How was it? Like, peace-wise, was it tolerable?
No.
How bad was it? Okay. The worst incidents. Did you guys ever fight, like, verbally? Like, did she ever tell you, talker?
Oh, no, she can't tell me talker. Because...
That's even...
No, because... And this is going back, like, all the way back. After high school, she used to say that. Because growing up in our granddad's house...
She used to say what?
The talker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, talker kwa hii nyumba. Growing up in our granddad's house, we were always made to feel unwelcomed. My aunts, my uncles, they were like, tokeni hapa, endeni kwenu. When we were young, and saizi hata ujui matatu ziko wapi, you haven't been on a public transport, you don't even know where.
Wow.
Like hatujui where to go to, but tunaambiwa tokeni hapa. So my mom, nile story, if you can't beat them, join them. Pia saa zingine she'd be like, toka hapa, enda kwa baba yako, endeni kwa baba yenu. And then after high school, this one time she told me, now toka hapa, enda. And I told her, sawa mama. She went to work. She came back home, I had cleaned out everything and had left.
After high school?
Yeah.
Left to where?
I went to my dad's.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for a whole month. So I think after that she was like, maybe that's not something to tell my children anymore. Because she's never said that. She has never said that. I was like, mimi ukiniambia toka hapa mimi nitaenda. Seriously, the same thing with my husband. I was telling him, please don't tell me leave, because
the left.
I can't stay or be in a place where nashinda nikiambiwa toka. Afadhali niende nijiende kwenye ninaenda, because people feel like you don't have an option. You always have an option.
Actually, when it gets to that point of mambiwa toka,
you always have an option.
There's always an option.
There's always an option.
And it's mostly the bitter ones, the painful ones that we don't want to make.
Yeah. And so she wouldn't have said toka. So she just kept doing okay, I don't want to
get into the
bad mouth my mom or because I also get why she did all that she did. I get that. I actually do. And later on she was like, I'm sorry. I know at that point hata mimi sikuwa like we talked it out and she was like, I'm sorry.
So you talked about that face?
Yeah. Later on, like a year later.
That's awesome.
A year later, but at that point, she didn't know that she was making it uncomfortable for me. Because you can feel energy, you can feel vibe. You can feel when someone doesn't want you, even and if they don't tell you. So at that point, nikaamua, let me just niliona ni kama pia anasumbuka. Like she's trying to do so many things, and then she's also handling her father's wrath, and I was like, she doesn't need that because of me.
Yeah. Na unaweza toka.
Na naweza toka. Nikamwacha basi niende.
So ukaenda wapi?
So I left. For the first time in my life. I moved to a bedsitter. I know it's okay for some people that's normal.
Stereo.
But for me I had never really ever done that. And I accepted that niko bottom. Yaitwa nini?
Ground zero. Rock bottom.
Rock bottom. I was like, yeah, well.
But
I'm going through something, my finances are shit, so I'm going to take what I can just to get the peace. Yeah.
Hence the question. You moved to a bedsitter.
Yeah.
How are you managing?
That was in August. All this entire time I had been writing the articles for pay. Yeah, so I was working at night and during the day I'm with the children.
Sasa,
yeah.
Let me say, I call him General. Alifurahi sasa venye alisikia umetoka kwa your mom's place.
I don't know. I think so.
You're harboring a few.
Because I left my mom's house and then I went back to... See, my stuff was still at my granddad's house.
Yes.
And the day I was moving, the day before moving, I met with him. Apple, for parking the apartment building.
Ukasikia baridi?
Not really. No, not really.
I don't know why I feared him. I don't know, some kagoga fulani tu. Your granddad. What?
Yeah, alikuwa mkali.
Alikuwa mkali bana.
Yeah, so I went, said hi, and then I told him, thank you. I told him, thank you for everything.
Na unajua kurudishia watu.
You're like, you should have left months ago.
What?
Nikamwambia, yeah, I know, but I was not ready. Now I am. I think that was the last thing we ever spoke about. If I'm not wrong.
That bag?
Yeah, we didn't really used to have a relationship.
I'm trying to remember. Because I don't think I really have any gaps in your life story. Bedsitter. Pale side.
Yeah, Eland.
Eland?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Sasa nikumbuka. Haya, endelea.
Yeah, so that's where we moved to. I did 2 trips. Yeah, na hii kuhama inakuwa na 2 trips.
Na si umehama.
I moved 7 times in 2 years. 7 times. I'm tired of moving. Oh.
And you're yet to move your last one.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
So utahama tu mpaka ya mwisho ufike mahali utatoka.
Yeah, so the first trip I called my cab guy. Ule mwenye alinihamisha tena the first time.
Ile pro box yetu ile.
I called him up at 6 akafika. We loaded up the car. Took the first. I left the children sleeping in the house. I was like, it's easier and safer for them wakiwa kwa nyumba where nimelock and know they're sleeping. Yeah, I left them by themselves, but they were sleeping. So tukahamisha the first load and then came back and then I got them. They were still sleeping when I came back. Yeah, so we did that and then we set up everything. Yeah, life in a bedsitter. It was, I don't know. I enjoyed the peace. It was peaceful.
Paramountly, that is the most important thing. Unajua, unaweza kuwa unaishi nje unalala hata kwa floor, but you are peaceful. Ukifunga macho, you actually sleep. You sleep.
Yeah.
Your brain actually shuts down and sleeps.
Yeah.
That is the most important thing. But sasa, this bedsitter, tuongee, I don't know. What did you miss so much about what you are used to?
That was the first time I also had neighbors, like close neighbors.
Yeah, actually, because kwa your granddads ni nyinyi tu, na kiwanja, your mom's place. Because I think your mom's place is, the privacy in your mom's place is more strict, I would say.
Yeah.
Sindio, ama?
It's close. Hakuna close neighbors.
like jirani ni gapjai. Mko.
Yeah. So this was the first time mtu anapita nje mlango yangu na mleo.
Yanaenda wapi?
People are having parties in the middle of the night. I'm like, I can hear everything everyone is saying.
So you are adjusting to that?
Yeah, it took a while, but eventually,
Haya.
eventually you have to adjust.
Nikurudishe nyuma kidogo. You I know you with planning and dates. Yeah, so had you told your mom you're leaving?
No. I told her.
You left her group even.
Maybe that's my MO. I don't tell people things.
But okay, had you told her? Ntaenda.
No.
You upped and left?
No, the night before I told her.
Oh, okay.
Nenda kesho.
Oh.
And she was like, nenda application. Kaambia ni nenda nahama. Narudi Kericho.
What did she
She's
say?
like, what do you mean unaenda wapi? I said, what? Nikaambia, wacha tu. Wacha niende.
See, that's what she... Okay, let me not say she'd wanted. That's what she'd been instructed to do.
Yeah.
I'm trying to take her side kiasi. Nasikia discomfort fulani.
Yeah. Be careful what you wish for, you know.
Yeah.
And then when it happens, you're like, maybe this is not actually what I wished for. This is not what I wanted. But then it's already happened. Yeah. So she was not happy about that idea, but I told her I have to go.
Did she try to change your mind?
Yeah. But I told her I need to focus more on writing and making money. Because I was writing and I wasn't getting as much as I had hoped because I was constantly fatigued because I had to help with the housework. I had to help with so much. By the time I feel sick, instead of writing, I'm tired.
You're tired. You're not focused. You're not concentrating.
Yeah.
You know, writing is an art.
Yes.
And if you're not focused and concentrating enough, I'm telling you, the ideas are not going to come out.
Yeah. So I told her I needed more time and I needed to also get to rest during the day because I couldn't rest at her place.
Yeah.
I couldn't sleep during the day. Yeah, well, yeah, that was it. Oh, yeah, and then husband. When Corona hit, that was in March. We hadn't communicated from the time we left to go to my mom's place. That was in March. Until when I came back to Kericho in August. This entire time he had been drinking, running around with girls, wasting money. Nasikia he had 100K over the weekend. I'm like, and I'm out here struggling, writing, you know, trying to stay afloat, trying to make everything work. Yet kuna mtu hapa he's living the life and not even remembering he has a family.
Living the life. That is the life, and then it's pretty easy.
Yeah. So in August when I came back, nikamwambia, we're back. I haven't seen your effort in trying to help, in trying to mitigate all this that I'm dealing and handling. So, I mean, what's your plan? And then he called.
After you reached out?
Yeah. So tukiongea, he calls me babe.
Out of the blue?
He's like, nini babe.
Now, since you know his drunk voice, was he drunk?
No, he wasn't drunk. No, but do you don't get the import of that comment. We never called each other pet names.
Ever?
I used to call him by his first name. Then I don't do babe.
What?
I don't do babe, I don't do sugar, I don't do honey, I don't do darling.
So this is the first time?
He's calling me babe because he's used to calling someone else babe. And I was like, yo, you're talking to me, not your babe. I was like, you're calling me babe. Me.
Akasema ni?
Nikamwambia hapo ndo kwenye mmefika.
With someone.
Unaniita mimi babe. Nikamwambia okay. Sikiza basi, you enjoy your life. Mfurahiane, have a good time. Wacha mimi niendelee kuendelea kuchunga watoto and trying to figure this thing out. Nikamwambia I wish you well. Go for ye forth. I wish you well. So apparently, because he knew that was like, that was it. because at that point we hadn't, you remember in January when he just left, we hadn't really talked about, are we still together, are we not? We hadn't had that conversation.
He just left abruptly after that Vedas visit.
Yes. And between that, we were still talking and all, but he was also doing his things, and I knew about it, but we hadn't had a conversation. I told him I know about all those females, I know. But we hadn't had that conversation that this is it, we're done. So that was the point. I was like, then the line is true. You cannot be calling me babe because you're calling some other female babe. I wish you well.
Do you process like, huh?
Yes. Do you know what he did? Or what he tried to do? He tried to off himself.
Huh?
Hello? Yes.
I mean, he's been absent for that time. Why would it make it look like you are devastating him?
So that is what it was said, that I pushed him to try and kill himself.
So did he do a will or a letter or something?
No, what I think he mentioned, I don't know what he did or said, but it was still put on my head that I made him try to kill himself.
All this time, since he just shut down communication in January, right?
Yeah, March,
sorry. Mpaka umeenda kwa your mom, mpaka umetoka. That doesn't make any sense.
People, no one cared about me. They were mostly focused on their kin, their brother, their blood, not huyu mwanamke. No one cared that I was not okay, that I'm struggling by myself, that I'm handling a special needs child, that I do not have a stable source of income, that we do not have a home. No one cared about me, that I was not okay. No one cared about that. It's ndugu yetu ameachwa, ndugu ameanza kulewa. He's running around town sleeping with different kinds of women, but no one cares that there's someone else hurting even more than him. Huyo, he's enjoying himself. He's doing everything that he wants. Mimi niko huko, I cannot leave my children because...
You cannot.
How can I?
You cannot leave your children because you cannot.
I cannot. I cannot. But for some reason, the one who is the most, the one who is the most deserving of all the sympathy in the world,
wewe ndiye mupaya. Si ulitoka ukaenda? Nani alikufukuza?
Yeah. That was it. You deserve everything that you're dealing, that is coming your way because you left.
At this point, any more spices from the Darth Vader Empire and the darkness?
Was there any? No, at that point, everyone, when I left, the entire family, come on, do not communicate to her.
Wakadance.
Cut her off.
Ukatolewa kwa WhatsApp group ya maana sana yenye iko na very expensive cost for you to get back. Sitaki kumbuka tu, nitacheka tu.
Everyone, no one used to communicate, say anything, nothing. It's only the sister, the one who I was sort of close to. She's the only one who reached out on my baby's first birthday. I should tell her happy birthday, you too. Just that. And just that one time. And that was it from everyone. That was it.
Sasa, I don't know. You were there. You were not happy. They were not happy. You left. They are not happy. You are not happy. Yes, Abu. You 1 + 1 haifiki tu. Because if you were the problem and you left, then
they should have been happy.
They should have been happy because maybe you are hindering something. You know, wamepata to freedoms to wao.
Nimetoka na mashida yote nilikuwa nimewaletea.
Mko mwaletea exactly. Back to the bed sitter. You and your new experiences and discoveries. Like, you can have loud neighbors. But how was the situation kwa bed sitter? You had your own washroom, bathroom, ndani,
kitchenette. Okay, it wasn't completely normal bed sitter. There was a kitchenette. There was a bathroom, toilet. Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm just imagining the shock of, well, let me say what you were used to, alafu unajipata kwa ile rock bottom ya manyumba tao, alafu tu na bafu ni uko. Sasa ni wewe na katawel kako asubuhi na maji kwa besheni. Umekimbia. Anything, how long did you stay at the bed sitter?
6 months.
Writing and surviving.
No, at some point I stopped writing.
Okay.
I had a mental breakdown.
Ngoja kidogo hapo nianze kukumbuka kama kuna vitu zili happen. Mtanikumbusha. Okay, any incidences? Any extremes?
No, I didn't get suicidal during that period. I think because I had fully or finally accepted that. I mean, this alone.
You'd grown.
How can I forget when I was at my mom's? Sheesh. And this was such a monumental thing.
Ngoja nisonge.
In June of that year, I got saved.
Say that again?
Yeah, I got saved.
Yeah.
Salvation. I got saved.
And
Something that I had never,
and that thought would happen. Yeah, there comes a time.
Yeah, from someone who did not believe in Jesus. Like, I was like, I'm going to be saying.
At the church?
Yeah? No, I used to go to church.
Oh, yeah.
But I'd go for the music.
Oh, no,
I like gospel music.
I'm talking of the bare minimums. Kuna tukiambia tu church ati, hey, mimi.
I used to go to church for the music. Like, I'd enjoy the music. And then...
gospel music.
Yes. And then kuna some pastors that I used to enjoy.
Someone's listening to and they mix.
You know those things that you go to church, you listen, you receive, and then ukitoka in back here. Like you enjoy yourself there, and then it was more of like mandatory, like a duty. Yes.
June.
And I used to be afraid of salvation because when I was I think 7 or 8, my dad. 7 or was it 8? 7 or 8, somewhere there. My dad took my sister and I and our house help for Acacia to his church. Alafu alikuwa anafanya zile vitu ya na kuanguka.
Wanasikwa na roho.
Sisi tumeshtuka hapo ile kwa dai.
Kunaendaje?
So I feared salvation because in my mind I was like, watu nakufa. People die here kuanguka. That is dying.
Ndio tumeleta tufanye.
I'm like, salvation, not
for me.
I'm like, no, easy yango. So and our marriage counselor is a pastor, and I used to tell her, and I'm also grateful for her understanding all these things. I was like, I get what you're doing, where you're coming from, but I'm afraid of salvation. I'm like, I'm afraid of salvation, but I feel that pull. That's why even if I'm coming to church for the gospel music, or yes, I'm in church, yes, but I feel the pull that this is something that might be for me, you know. And she was like, no pressure, no pressure, no pressure. And then she recommended a book, Max Lucado.
Yes.
By the time I finished reading that book, I was like,
this is it.
Mungu mimi ni wako.
You read and you saw the light.
I was like, oh sheesh. I've been feeling salvation and it's not scary.
It's not
important. And then this thing I've figured out or I've found out when it comes to salvation. African salvation and the West salvation is totally different.
Whoa. It is
totally different.
There's a very big divide there. Kwanza yetu, to be honest, yetu inakuanga imposed.
And then there's this meekness thing about the African that I don't get. And then you wear sacks, like you have to look sad, and then you have to embrace poverty. It's weird. Mawimbo za kuokoka nile.